How do I keep my loved ones safe at home without burning out? You lock the doors, you triple check the stove, and still you go to bed wondering, did I forget something? Maybe you wake up tired and you go through the motions and you try to do it all again the next day. If you're trying to keep your loved ones safe at home but you're exhausted and anxious every night, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about 3 simple but powerful ways to make your home safer and your caregiving life lighter. I'm not talking about expensive renovations or long to-do lists. I'm talking about small shifts that will help you protect your loved one and your peace of mind, because safety doesn't mean doing more. It means setting up smarter systems that work even when you're not in the room. I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, TEDx speaker, and founder of Life Care Leadership. And I've helped families build care systems that don't just protect their loved ones, but protect them too. Because when you burn out, everyone's safety is at risk. And it's time to change that. I created the Age of Caregiving to give caregivers like you the tools, the structure, and the support to lead care with clarity. Whether you're navigating a new diagnosis or juggling care on top of everything else, you're not alone. Please remember, everything I share here is for educational purposes only. Always consult with your healthcare provider for any personal medical advice. If you're not sure how much help you actually need or where to find it, please check out my free training called the Care Needs Analysis. It's a short, practical guide that shows you exactly what type of help makes the biggest difference for your situation. You'll find the link below, and it could save you hours of stress every single week. Most caregivers believe that the only way to keep someone safe is to watch them 24/7, to stay on alert, to catch every fall, every pill, every sound. But here's the truth. A home isn't truly safe if you're falling apart. Your presence matters more than any piece of equipment. If you're too tired to think clearly or too anxious to rest, that constant state of alert is actually going to increase the risk, because exhaustion leads to mistakes. So instead of asking, what else can I do? Start asking, how can I make this safer without doing more myself? That is the shift from caregiver to care leader. Step 1, think about safety as zones, not just rooms. When we say we got to make the house safe, it feels impossible because it's too big of a goal. Instead, break your home into small zones. Think of these 3 first. The first are mobility zones, areas where falls and injuries can happen. Stairs, bathrooms, hallways. Those are places that you could add motion sensor nightlights, non-slip mats, grab bars, and you can keep the pathway clear, especially at night. The second area are medication zones. These are anywhere where meds are stored or taken. You want to create one clearly labeled space. Use a pill organizer if confusion's an issue. And make sure that you store old medications you're not taking anymore, separately so there's no mix-up. Another zone to consider are nighttime zones. So these are bedrooms and hallways that are used at nighttime. You want to make sure the light switches or lamps are within reach. Remove throw rugs. Keep a phone, water, or a flashlight nearby. Now, instead of trying to fix the entire house, you can focus on one of these zones this week. Even a small improvement can give you one less thing to worry about at 2 a.m. The second thing that you could do is you can swap supervision for systems. Here's what most caregivers burn out. They believe that supervision equals safety, but the human brain can't stay on high alert 24 hours a day. That's not care, that's crisis mode. What creates long-term safety are systems, repeatable routines that make things predictable and prevent mistakes. These are some things you can try. You can create a daily care board where you write down medication times, meals, appointments, who's doing what. Anybody who walks in should be able to follow it, including you on your most exhausting day. Another thing that you can do is automate reminders. You can use Alexa, your phone, or simple alarm clock for medication times and prompts like drink some water, right? You want to make sure you simplify access. Keep frequently used supplies together. Wipes, gloves, meds, snacks. Keep it all in a simple area. At the end of the day, do a quick reset before bed A 1-minute safety scan. Are the meds put away? Are lights on where they need to be? Are the paths clear? Each system that you put in place gives you back some energy, some brain space, and peace of mind. That is leadership in caregiving, not doing it all, but designing what makes it run smoother. The third step is to build your safety squad. No one can keep someone safe completely all by themselves. Not even a doctor, a nurse, or even a professional caregiver alone. You always need to have a backup plan that includes other people, and you want to start small. Maybe it's asking a trusted neighbor for their phone number, and you give them yours as well. Sharing medication information with another family member who can step in when needed. Identify a person who's going to cover you for an hour if you got sick. And you might ask them something like this: I realized I can't keep mom safe by myself anymore. Would you be open to helping with one thing? Maybe a grocery run this weekend or a check-in call? You'd be surprised by how many people will be able to say yes when you ask them a question in a very specific way. The day that you create a backup circle is the day that you stop feeling alone. Now here's a bonus tip: protecting your safety. When I work with family caregivers, one of the first things I ask is, where do you rest? And usually the answer is nowhere. Burnout happens because you are constantly solving problems and you are constantly scanning for danger. But leadership in caregiving means managing your energy like the resource that it is, not as an afterthought. Here's how. You want to think about scheduling 10-15-minute breaks every few hours just for yourself. Maybe you walk outside. Maybe you sit in silence. Keep snacks and water in that area as well. Low blood sugar leads to short tempers and poor focus. At the end of the day, write down one thing that you did right. Your brain needs that evidence that you're not failing. Remember, safety starts with calm, and calm starts with care for you. This is exactly what I talk about in my book, From Caregiver to Care Leader. It's a step-by-step blueprint to balance work, life, and caregiving without burning out or without losing your sense of self. You can find it on Amazon, and I promise it's going to give you both clarity and hope. If no one's told you lately, you're doing an extraordinary job. You're caring more than most people can even imagine. But caregiving isn't about perfection. It's about staying steady enough to show up with love even when you're tired. That's leadership. And leadership is what keeps families safe. If this video helped, then the next video, what's the easiest way to manage all these medications, is what I'm going to show you next week. So I'm going to show you how to simplify one of the biggest sources of caregiver stress. Be sure to subscribe. Remember, you are more than just a giver of care. You are a leader of care. This is the age of caregiving, and together we can lead it with strength, with courage, and compassion.